Hey guys, Ashlane here. Today we're going to be talking about sneak peeks, the update, and how they affect Clan Wars, what we know so far, and we're going to be talking about Clan Wars more broadly as far as short-term and long-term. If you guys don't already follow me on Twitter, it's at @clash_with_ash, and I usually post a few times a week what episode you guys want today. So you guys voted for War Talk today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So here are the episode talking points. Extra time, extra space, and 23 hours per day. We're going to get into that. We're going to review what isn't coming in this update and maybe ever, and we're going to review what is coming and how it will change the game. I just wanted to mention to you guys, I have been doing these longer episodes with just me talking lately, and a couple comments, mostly all positive, and I thank you guys so much for that, but there are a couple negative comments in terms of the episode length, and I can certainly understand why you don't want to sit down for 15-20 minutes and listen to me ramble on about the update. But my thought process here is that there's so many YouTubers that are covering the sneak peeks, and I'll certainly be covering the sneak peeks as they come out when they get to be more content related versus systematic changes. But for the systematic changes that have been the first 3 or 4 sneak peeks now, I figure it would be something different, a little different flavor than you're getting on other channels, which is absolutely fantastic. But you guys already have those great, bigger channels. Obviously, Godson, Galadon, Chief Pat, there's so many guys out there who are sharing some great content related to the sneak peeks as soon as it comes out, so I wanted to bring something a little bit more in-depth and different. Okay, let's get to the actual topic of today's video. The future of war, now and later. Now, before I get too much into this, I should mention that I do have a couple really special war-oriented guests coming on later in the week. We'll get more in-depth on exactly how these little changes will affect wars in maybe a big manner. So anyway, let's get to the bigger maps and more time. That was today's sneak peek. Now, there's been a little bit of confusion regarding what actually the bigger maps entails as far as numbers of spaces. So let me make this very clear. The area that you can place buildings, that's expanding by 2 tiles in every direction, so you could feasibly put a barracks on the new playfield in the outer region, which is currently unavailable to place a spot. So it's 2 by 2 that's going to be added to the actual map where you can place units. Now, the other, the ring of tiles around the outer edge of the entire map, where attackers can deploy troops, that is also expanding by 1 tile in every direction, which means the outer area is also going to grow by 1 tile. So overall, it's changing from 40 by 40 the map to 44 by 44. So you got to understand that 2 of those are working tiles that are being totally added to the map. 1 is just an extra area of grass around the outside of your map. That way it gives a little bit more flexibility to attackers to be able to not misplace troops. They can come in a little bit more area to work in. And obviously the biggest effect of this is going to be more room to build your base. That's especially going to come into play at Town Hall 11, but it will also be pertinent in Town Hall 10 and even 9 anti-3-star bases. It gives us more room to play with and hopefully making things a little bit more difficult, but on the flip side, the attacker now has that extra 30 seconds. So I think that 30 seconds, in my mind, this is obviously too early to tell, but I think that extra 30 seconds is going to outweigh the expansion of the map, as far as I think the tip will go to the attacker. That's just my speculation there. So anyway, clan perks. Now, if you guys didn't listen to the Galadon and Chief Pat Q&A videos that they put out with the developer, Jonas, you might want to go back and listen to them. But there were 2 big takeaways, or actually more than 2 big takeaways, and I'm going to share all of them here in this video, my big takeaways from those interviews as they pertain to Clan Wars. So, clan perks from Galadon's Q&A. Well, Galadon let us know that Jonas told him that clan perks, they do not have any plans to add more clan perks to additional levels, meaning that above level 10, they don't have any plans right now to add any clan perks for level 11, 12, 13, etc. But we did find out, since we don't actually know this from in-game yet, that clan perks is not capped at level 10. So although there won't be bonuses, it doesn't mean your clan can't continue to progress to a level 11, 12, 13, etc. And that can be bragging rights, you know, similar to the war win total as far as a cool little feature to have for bragging rights on your clan. Now, they were, however, thinking about adding more clan perks in the future for levels 1 through 10. So there will be more clan perks, just not for above level 10. Rather, there'll be more stuff added in from 1 to 10. Hopefully that will, I can only imagine that's because they don't want to deter people too much from making brand new clans. And if you keep adding cooler and cooler benefits above 10, it's going to make people less and less likely to start a new clan. So let's go on to the heroes. Now, Chief Pat asked Jonas in his Q&A interview if they have any plans to make heroes available during clan wars. So this has been a really much requested feature by the general public for a long time now. And Jonas unfortunately let down a few people by saying that they don't have any immediate plans to make heroes available when they are being upgraded in Clan Wars. He did give a big caveat though, and that will transition to in just a few seconds here. So, arranged wars and tournaments. Arranged wars in tournaments is another thing that Jonas touched upon on the Chief Pat interview. So, Jonas told us that they do not have any plans to add an arranged war feature in normal Clan Wars as they stand now. He also said that the tournament idea is something they've been working on for a long time and something they're continuing to work on and very excited about, hopefully bringing sometime in the future. Hopefully the next big update will be a clan war related or a clan tournament related feature. Jonas really made it sound, and this is just being inferred from the interview, he did not come out and say this, but he really made it sound that they want to make clan tournaments totally separate from clan wars. It's not going to be improvements to Clan Wars. Clan Wars didn't seem like they were going to be touched. It seemed rather they wanted to create a new format, a faster format that you can play with your clanmates, with your friends, something we've all been wanting for quite a while now, especially since we've seen all the live streams. It's really made a lot of folks want to do that in their own clans. I know I would be super excited to do that in my clan, with my clanmates and my alliance mates, especially kicking Medium Roar's ass in real Clan War would be pretty cool. So what he did say was that arranged wars and warring with heroes up is something they're looking really hard at, and he did say it most certainly will be a feature that they will implement to the new tournament feature. So although it doesn't look like Clan Wars will be changing much in terms of these new features that we've wanted for quite a while, it does look like we'll have them in another form, in the form of features in the clan tournament system when that does come down the pipeline. And I'm pretty confident it will be coming. I have no inside knowledge, but it seems like that's what a lot of the audience really would like to see, a faster war format, and that's something that I know I would really like to see. Now, before I end this video today, I do want to talk briefly about Town Hall 11 and the 0.5 system. So obviously Town Hall 11 is really dramatically going to change Clan Wars in kind of an indirect way. Obviously the mechanics of Clan Wars doesn't sound like they'll be changing much, but on top of all the new sneak peeks that we have not seen yet, and the new Town Hall 11, we can be sure that there will be a lot of changes to Clan Wars in terms of the way that the way that we build clans and the way that we weigh out clans. Now, there's going to be the option to go 10.5 or 9 all the way to 11, so there's going to be a lot of options for each clan to have to think about. Have you guys been thinking about who's going to be upgrading to Town Hall 11 in your clan? Do you guys even have anybody who wants to upgrade Town Hall 11? I know not everybody already has a bunch of maxed or near maxed Town Hall 10s in their clans. Do you guys have any 9s who want to go straight to 11 for the hero? It sounds like the hero is going to be only 11. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I think. And it's just going to be very interesting. I know in my clan, we have about 15 people who plan to go Town Hall 11 right away. Now, not all of them are going to be dropping the new defense right away. I think a lot of people want to go ahead and see how much it weighs in terms of how more difficult it's going to make your war matches when you're dropping that new defense. I plan on dropping it right away for you guys, basically, so you can see how it looks and how it reacts to attacks, and how to, if we can watch some of defenses on my village as well, it'll be pretty cool up in Titans League. But anyway, getting back to the point here, Town Hall 11 is really going to change the game. So figuring out how you want to weigh your clan, if you're an all Town Hall 10 war clan, this is going to be the first time you've ever even had to consider adding another Town Hall level to the mix. If you're a Town Hall, say, 8 through 10 right now, it's going to be now 3 Town Halls in your clan, and it's going to be harder and a lot more fun, in my opinion, to actually come up with a feasible war strategy managing, 2, 3, 4 Town Hall levels in one clan. That's a lot. That's not something that a lot of clans have had to do so far. So those will all bring a lot of new things to think about in terms of clan wars and Town Hall 11. Now, in terms of the 0.5 system, you guys know what that is already. It's basically, in a nutshell, upgrading your offenses over your defenses for specific advantage to having clan wars, to prioritize your offenses over your defenses. Now, what does that do for you? Well, it's a fundamental game mechanic, right? So you have 2 attacks in only 1 defense. Meaning, when I say 1 defense, I mean you can only be 3-starred 1 time. So, hypothetically, if you can have a stronger offense than your defense, you're always going to have an advantage, because you have 2 attacks, a possible 6 net stars, and defensively you can only lose 3 for your team. So if you upgrade your offense first when you get to a new Town Hall level, you'll feasibly be able to go ahead and attack for 6 stars, and even though you don't have defenses and you're a pretty easy 3-star on the defending side, you're hopefully going to bring 3 more stars to the table. Maybe that's 1 or 2 or 3 more stars than you would have before you upgraded. So, what's going to happen to 0.5s now after the update? Well, my thought is that it's still going to be feasible, it's still going to be viable, it's still going to be a huge advantage in clan wars to prioritize the offense over defense. However, the big caveat here now is that obviously it's going to be much more of a burden to the individual player. So if you go 0.5 now, you're certainly going to be taking one for the clan, so to speak, because you're going to be more, certainly more vulnerable on defense, as far as you're going to be being hit. If you're a 9.5 or a 10.5, you're going to be hit by 10s and 11s respectively in multiplayer matchmaking, and they're going to have a chance to go right after your loot. You're not going to be able to hide behind that Town Hall snipe anymore. So you're going to be at a disadvantage defensively in matchmaking, but you'll still have that advantage in clan wars. So it's really going to be up to the individual in the clan to kind of micromanage how they want their players to upgrade, or how they want the individual to upgrade their own base. So there's going to be a lot to think about. It's a little bit more of a question before, because previously I thought it was a no-brainer. You go 0.5, you do offense before defense. Now, well, there's another big factor to take into consideration, and that is that one individual's own right to farm, right to have a viable chance in the open wilderness that is matchmaking. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll cut it short right now. Try not to make it another 20-25 minute video. Thanks so much for listening. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this news. Try to be constructive with your comments. One-liners aren't really that helpful to anybody, so if you're anti any of these new things, I'd love to hear about it. If you're pro, I'd love to hear about that too. I, for one, am pretty excited. There's going to be a lot more cool stuff coming. So guys, thanks for listening. As always, take care. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Just a few ways you can help the channel out. Number 1, like. Number 2, subscribe. And number 3, comment. Tell me what you think of the video. I really appreciate it, guys, and it really helps me out a lot. Also, you can find me on social media. I'm active every day on Twitter at @clash_with_ash and on Bindle chat group #ClashWithAsh. And as always, you can find me on my website at www.clashwithash.com. Thanks, guys.